Hey guys, so the Sims 4 Eco Living trailer or Eco Lifestyle trailer has dropped, and I wasn't there for the live because I had to take my dog to the vet and I was sleeping, and I'm in a different time zone, and that kind of sucks. But the trailer is now on their official YouTube channel, and it's also on the website. So right now we're gonna watch the trailer together. Let's just go through it once together, and then we'll just stop and look at everything and every frame. And of course we have a few of the screenshots as well, or a few shots as well, that we have to go through, because I'm hearing so many things about so many build items, which I'm super excited about. So let's just get right into it. Oh wow. Oh, I'm loving all the trash. Well, I live in India, so this feels like home. Not a rat on my own country, but are there shipping container homes? Oh, okay. We're making candles. This would work very well with the whole crafting thing with nifty knitting. And looks like a community pool kind of thing. And we're voting again. And again. And it keeps changing. The world is changing. What? Okay, so this is like some sort of science sort of career. Are we going to have a separate career in this? This is an expansion. Oh, and just like that, all the pollution is gone. If only it would be. Did I just see ladders? Oh my god. Okay. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack. Okay, so let's get right into it. Let's unpack what is actually happening with this. This is, of course, the Sims 4 page, arriving in 29 days. And we just saw the trailer. We're going to go back to the trailer once we're done with this. Alright, so key features. Sustainable living. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. God, I've used that so many times. Produce your own electricity and water with solar panels, wind turbines, and dew collectors to grow your own food in a new vertical garden to really control your impact on the world. Extremists, great choice of words. Extremists might scrounge through the dumpster to get their next buggy treat, or so next buggy treat, would that be okay, or components for a new creation. Some of the items you collect can even be used for crafting goods like fizzy juices and candles. So we're making moonshine now, okay, and candles to fulfill orders online. So this whole orders online thing plays well into the nifty knitting pack, where you are basically getting something like an Etsy store where you can craft your things and you can sell it online. So this sort of plays into that as well. You can craft goods, fizzy juices, candles, and stuff, and sell it online as like a crafter. Collaborative community. Engage with your neighborhood through the new voting board to decide on different neighborhood action plans each week. Everyone in the community has a voice, so you have to push if you really want something. Team up with local crafters. It's just going to be something like the city living thing, where you have to protest stuff, although that has no conclusion at all, but this might. Team up with local crafters, activists, and technicians to build up support. And if you're not campaigning, why not explore being a civil designer? Are they a civil engineer? I'm just going to call it a civil engineer to make the neighborhood a better place. There's no such thing as a civil designer. Like, okay, fine. Like a city planner or a civil engineer. These are the two fields. Or a civil designer. All right, fine. Let's call it a civil designer to make the neighborhood a better place. I believe this should also be an option to study at university. Just combine the two packs, and this should be like a degree that you get to study at the university as well, like an engineering degree. I think we already have mechanical engineering. This would be nice to have a civil engineering degree. Change the world. Every decision you make, what power sources you rely on, how you design your home, and which neighborhood action plans you vote for influences the state of the world, from smoggy skies to crystal clear water. If you don't take action, you might see nature retreat or junk accumulate around town. On the other hand, buildings bloom with more flora and green flora and green. Amazing choice of words. Flora and green when trash is picked up and lots are kept clean. So this is like an active world where you have to constantly keep an eye out for things and keep it neat and clean. Otherwise, it'll just go back to how it used to be. A lot of this feels like it should have been part of the island living pack. Honestly, this entire paragraph just feels like it should be part of the island living pack, but it's not. It's just okay. Upcycle Decor. Need to outfit a starter house on a budget. Do it basically for free by dumpster diving. I can't even. Fish out a few pre-used items like a worn-out mattress you can fix or a slightly singed oven you can shine up. Even new furniture and clothes are sustainably made from reclaimed materials for a fabulous look. Repurpose fabric technology and many other objects to decorate your home and fill out your wardrobe. Definitely not the meaning of dumpster diving, but I understand. And it looks like it's coming out on all three platforms on the same date. Yeah. So the PC, Mac, and Xbox and the PS4 is coming out on all the same dates, which is new and different. And yeah, so all right, so let's go watch the trailer once more and see what all we can pick up on. I like the idea of the vertical garden, which I can just see over here is this right here. And I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but we'll come back to this. All right, let's go watch the trailer once more. Okay, so right off the bat, there are a few things that I absolutely love. I love these little cement pipe decorations. Where I come from, these things are very common to be found in and around the neighborhoods. Every time there's like some civil work going on, you always have these lying around nearby. I suppose in the Western world, they're not very easy to find or not very commonplace. So I absolutely love this. I love this little detail. I love the shipping containers. And let's move on. Let's go ahead. Of course, she hates the pollution. And I know for a fact we're not getting drivable cars. I know this. At this point, it's just insulting to even ask. It's insulting to myself to ask. EA, these boxes are already there in the game. All this junk is mostly there. These boards are new. Oh, this entire outfit is new. Those shoes are also new. All three of these outfits are new. I think we already have those shoes, but all three of these outfits are definitely new. Okay. The first thing that caught my eye when this little clip came by was the graffiti on the wall, and I hope this is an item that we can purchase in the Build Buy menu, because I absolutely love this. I hope there's more swatches of this that we can get, and I hope it seamlessly just meshes with each other. I know that's too much to ask and it's wishful thinking at this point, but I love this. And those jeans and those sandals are also new. Those pants are also new. Okay. So, I did a bit of research on this, and apparently there was a Death by Flies in The Sims 1 or 2, and I'm not a Sims veteran, so I never played those first two parts. I only got into The Sims in Sims 3, and so this is a nice callback to that, and a lot of people are very excited about this that played those first two versions of the game. There's also a base game fridge in the back here that has been opened and just rotting away. It's probably one of those examples of the things that we just read that you can find out in the junk and repurpose and fix it up a little bit and use it again. Dumpster diving is now a thing in The Sims. I think it was a thing in The Sims 3 as well. And yeah, definitely a thing in The Sims 3. Those shoes and pants are also new. This is new. I'm excited about this, whatever this is. Also, dumpsters are now a thing, so I like this. For commercial builds especially, to place a dumpster right out the back This is gonna be good. I like that. That hair is also new. I like the braids. All right, so we're gonna pause. Oh, hey, I got it right the first time. I tried this like 4 times and I got it right now. Those windows are new. Those little boxed in windows, all three of them. I think this. Okay, I like this. I like this window. I like this very much. But the thing that caught my eye and I absolutely love is the corrugated wallpaper for the outside of the house. And I absolutely love it because this should have been part of the tiny living house because that is what sustainable homes are all about. They're about converted spaces. And I hate that it wasn't part of that, but I love that it is a part of this pack now. So I love this little thing. This thing is also new, and this little awning. I wonder if this is something that we can make, or if it is something that is new. If there's something from the will buy menu. All right, so new things. Let's figure out. So this machine is new. It's like a trash compactor that is part of a career, I believe. These are just regular clutter items. A mallard duck. This is definitely new. That lamp is definitely new, and this bookcase is new. This shelving unit. I love the generator in the back. Absolutely adore it. It's again very commonplace where I come from. This is literally part of every household because of electricity issues. That piping is new in the back. And these bikes are new. I like these bikes. This TV set thing is new, and I think this is also part of that thing that we just read, where you can pick up stuff or junk on the out and about and just repurpose it and use it. Again, this wall swatch is also new, which I don't know how I feel about this. This just looks like one of those hardwood sample floor things that you get from like in a Home Depot or something. Definitely, that's what it feels like. And I don't know. It's just it. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. She's very happy compacting her trash. Okay, candle making. This is again another career, and I love this. It'll work very well with um, the nifty knitting part, the Etsy part that we just talked about, where you can make and sell your own crafts. I love this shelf in the background. I wonder if this is part of the pack or not. And I love this little long thing. That sounds wrong. And okay, let's go back and let's watch. This is my favorite part of the trailer. Oh, oh, look at that. Okay, I wish that this is not just for show and for the video, and it's not just a graphic for the video. And I just wish, honest to God, that I wish this is part of the actual gameplay. We get to see the candles go down the sides and shrink and pool around. Also, there are only 3 candles in the game, the square round and the fancy one. The other thing, everything else is just a reswatch of that. So this is the community lot that we just read about that we are supposed to convert, and this is what the entire expansion pack was focusing on, that you can convert this into anything else. Again, a lot of shipping containers. Like, where do you even find this stuff? Like, this is not normal, this amount of shipping containers in one tiny space. And this is like a community board that you can vote on. Again, why would you have solar panels on top of that? Pointless. This is a base game. Is this a base game dresser, or it's a parenthood dresser? I think that has just been. Again, you have that sort of space. You get the bathtub, you have the dresser, you have the couch, you have the fridge. All these items are usable, I would assume, wherein you would pick them up off the trash and refurbish and reuse them. Can I also mention just once how pathetic of a place this is to build a house? Who builds a house right next to a dam? First of all, it's a flooding zone. Second of all, look at the view this house has. Like, this is just incredible. It just is doing its best. Who builds a house with a view straight to the factory? Like, what even? This entire area should have been industrial, and this house is just annoying me, and I can't wait to bulldoze it and make like an industrial sort of space over here. Because this is pointless. This is just, who builds a house like that? Nobody. That is who. Nobody builds a house like that. right when you can just overlook a factory and a dam on one side. Can you imagine the noise that this house has?
Okay, this has annoyed me long enough. Here's doing the influencer thing, influencing the other people, and they're giving in their votes to change the area. And you have the tables from not get together, the tables from City Living, to sell stuff on. And I absolutely love this little thing in the back. I hope this is like a playable kiosk sort of deal for selling things. I love the aesthetic of it. I think it's really, really pretty. And I hope it's playable, but again, visual thinking. Here we're selling a moonshine. And the paintings, I see paintings in the corner. If we can sell paintings on these tables, I don't think that was part of the city living, but it looks like you can sell paintings on this table. We have candles and some food in the front uh, that you can sell. Those shorts are new. Those shorts, I love those shorts and that jacket. And that jacket has two different sleeves, by the way. And those Converse are new. And of course, we're changing again. It looks like we're getting two separate machines in this pack to play with. There's like a technical machine, and then there's a trash compactor. There's a generator in the front, which again I absolutely love. And we're voting again, and then we're changing. And this is part of my favorite. This is my favorite screenshot because there's so much to unpack. This is the vertical garden. First, I absolutely love that skirt and this dress and those fishtail braids. And when I was a kid, I used to love getting my hair braided into fishtails, and I was obsessed with it for a while. But okay, that's enough about me. Um, I was obsessed with it for a while. And it looks like we're getting a bird box and vertical gardens. We're getting two new planter boxes, or only one new planter box with four spaces to plant. Again, this vertical garden, this is different from the vertical garden that we saw in the screenshot, which we will go towards in the end. But I suppose you can upgrade this to look like that. That would make sense that you can do that. And it looks like you have only one space for the planters. I wonder if these planter boxes are also detachable, because we see them spaced throughout the entire trailer. And you get a lot of vertical gardens. You get the one in the back, the tall one, you get the archway, and you get the boxed one right over the shoulder of the lady in the pink. And I wonder what that yellow thing is. I've seen that all across the trailer. I hope they're industrial lights. That's what it looks like. My little pail is also great clutter item. I like it. I hope it comes in a lot of swatches, and I hope it comes in a lot of varieties. Okay, I don't know what this is. I genuinely don't. Tell me in the comments below what this is, because I can't for the life of me figure it out. There are worms, and in the other image we saw there were crickets in there. I think this is a bird feeder. This, I would assume that it is, but I don't know. I genuinely just don't understand what this is. And dude, why are you happy? Why are you happy hugging a worm? We have a new sketch pad. I think this is like a technical sketch pad. I love that hair, the earrings, and this is that technical uh, thing we have for inventions, and this is our invention. And if only life was that simple, that we would get rid of pollution just like that. I like this little conversion of going back and forth. You can see the town changing, and again you see those in big industrial lights and ladders. And can I just can I just say that ladders should have been part of the tiny living stuff pack? Like I I'm getting annoyed by this because it could have so easily. How do you expect me to make a 32 tile home without a loft space and without ladders, with Murphy beds that will kill you the moment you touch them? But ladders should have been part of that pack. And it was such a missed opportunity. And I understand the animation is slightly difficult, but we got it with island living. We got ladders with island living, so animation is definitely not an issue. But I know I'm getting annoyed by this, but I I think I think ladders should have been part of it should have been part of the tiny living pack. And it's just, it annoys me. It annoys me, so that's why, just let's move on. Let's move on. It annoys me, but of course, I'm happy. I'm happy about it. I'm happy that we finally have ladders. All right, so a lot to unpack in this screenshot. I am loving this. We definitely have two separate solar panels. You have the one on the roof and the one that goes on the floor. You have the green roof, which I think is just going to be a swatch on the roof swatch panel. You have two different planters, either that or the one in the front is just sized down. It's the same planter but sized down, but definitely two that we're getting. And a lot of plants in overall. You get the tall plant and the wall planters as well. We get two new columns, no new doors, the new glass awning, and these triangular windows that I absolutely adore. And you get two heights for the wind turbines, the small and the tall one. And overall, nothing new. There's definitely a new railing and a new fence that we're getting, but it looks really, really ugly. So I'm not a fan of that. I left the room divider on the side, the wooden room dividers and the wooden swatch for the outside. This would work very well, the paneling on the inside as well, as like a feature wall behind the television, behind the TV, or just a feature wall in the dining room. This worked very, very well with that. I also love the things in the back, the porcupine looking things. How do you guys say it? Is it porcupine? Yeah, it is porcupine. Porcupine. Say a word long enough and it loses all meaning. Love the porcupine looking things in the back. I wonder how much we can scale it down and make it like into a lawn ornament or something. That would be fascinating. Also, just overall a lot of greenery, and I hope we get a lot more greenery in the build menu for this. We see the vertical gardens as well over here that's being used. And again, you see the ladder right there. There's a person, there's a sim that's coming down it. I think they're going to slide down it that we saw in the trailer and just climb up regularly as you would on a ladder. Again, it was a missed opportunity to add this into a tiny living, and it should have been a game pack with so much more. The sustainability aspect could have been added into that, as well as split down between two island living. There were again a lot of things that I can literally complain all day about the tiny living stuff pack, because it didn't have the shorter burner stoves, smaller burner stoves. It didn't have a convertible dining table. It didn't have a lot of things that are essential to tiny homes. Again, bunk beds, and I could rant about that all day long, but that is not what we're doing today. Today we're looking at the eco living stuff pack. And yeah, you can see the guy just sliding down that as you would when you were a child. We also have a new chimney, I think, in this pack. I like the look of it. It looks very chic, very modern, it looks very nice. I like the chimney, and just overall a lot of foliage. And you can see over there, I'm going to rewind back, and you can see that again with the graffiti on the turbines. I hope we get a lot more swatches. I think this is just scaled up, and just like that, the town is converted. And let's pause here for a second and look at all the little details that we're getting. Again, definitely two separate solar panels. We're definitely not getting a new mailbox, but we're getting new planters. I don't know what the thing is in the middle. I couldn't figure it out. I tried zooming in on it, but I couldn't figure it out. We're getting the new windows, and that, by the way, is not a bike. That's more like a moped or a scooter, which again, super excited about. I love that it's a mode of transport. And yeah, ladders again, and I love that little glass window with the glass awning. It's like a nice box set window, and it looks really, really pretty. We definitely have two more lounge chairs that we're getting in this set, and a bunch of tables. We'll get into that in a bit, and with the screenshots we'll get into that. I think we see a lot of the new furniture in the screenshots, and yeah, that's about it. And you get to see the aurora borealis. I hope you get to see a bit more stars in the game, and the Sims are not just looking up at clear skies. And yeah, let's get into the screenshots. Okay, so I'm aware that I'm calling them screenshots and not images, but they are images and not screenshots. But screenshots is part of my daily language, daily vocabulary, so it just comes easier to me. Anyways, coming right into this, we're definitely getting a bird box. It looks like we're getting some lighting that I can see in the back. And the vertical garden is what I want to talk about over here, because over here we see like a ladder sort of space where you can put in the planter boxes, and I think you can just sort of pull them together and make like a long wall of garden. That is what I would assume that the vertical boxes are, because we've seen the planters being used separately and we've seen the wall garden as well. And again, in the back you have this little box of crickets or worms or whatever, and I have no idea what this is, and I'm assuming that it is to feed the birds, like you would grow crickets like you do. I don't know. I'm completely out of ideas. It looks like we have a new door as well, other than the one that we saw in the trailer. And we also have this little wall divider, which we've seen us watch off in the trailer as well. Alright, moving on to the next image. Alright, so there's not a lot of unpack in this image, other than you are getting 3 separate workstations. You get the trash compactor, you get the technical station. I don't know what that is in the back. I think that is the 4th station. It might be. Or it could be like an extension of the robotic station, and then you get the cannon making station that is right up in the front. You again see that awning in this, and it's used indoors, so I do think that it might be like a part of either making something, or it's not that big enough that we can use it. I don't know. It seems misplaced being put indoors. There's another divider that we see on the left hand side of your screen. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. It definitely looks cool, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's part of the pack or not. Another thing that I realized, that why would there be a generator in a sustainable eco living pack? Like, generators are not like, they're not ecologically like good. Why would there be a generator in an eco living pack? That's something that we have to figure out. Like, I understand sustainable living and all that, but generators are definitely not a part of that, because they have a lot of carbon emission, and they use up a lot of fuel, and for not a very good amount of energy. So that's something that's fascinating to me. Alright, moving on to the next shot. Again, not a lot to see in this shot, except that we have mountains in the back of this town, and God, I love the drama on the side. I love the rain, and it's like 1850s London. It's so dramatic. Like, why? It's so dramatic. I love it. On the other side, the renovated or the conserved side, we see like the signs being repurposed. Again, I hope this is a debug menu item that again, can't wait to reuse in an industrial sort of space. And there's really not a lot going on. We've already seen this twice, I think, in the trailers. Yeah. Alright, next one I'm really excited about. Alright, so this is the indoor space, and this is where a lot of things are going on. Let's start from the left and work our way to the right. So on the left, we see a new bookcase right beside the fridge. I absolutely love this bookcase. This is something that CC dreams are made of. So I absolutely love it. Can't wait to have it. And just right off that, I can see that there are no new counters. Why you gotta do us like this? Why? What did we ever do to you? We need new counters. We have like 6-7 counters of this. Why? We just need new counters, yeah? We really do. It's bad enough. I hope we get it in the game pack, or even in the stuff pack, in the Nifty Knitting stuff pack. We really hope we get counters, because I'm tired of using the same stuff, and I've now shifted to CC for my game. Anyways, so we have a new bookcase as well. We have hanging planters. I hope these are not stuck. I hope that we can change them, and they're part of the plant decoration in the decoration menu. and they're not stuck just to the bookcase, because I love the hanging planters. We have something very cute, which is a cardboard dollhouse, again obnoxiously large, but I absolutely love it. It is absolutely adorable, and it's something again that is very real, and these are the moments in the game that I absolutely love, because this is something that someone who is not very financially stable, or I mean by the looks of this house it's not, but it's something that most of us have also done, and someone who is not as financially secure would do, create a dollhouse out of cardboard. And we've also done it in our childhood, and I've done it, I'm sure, when I was grown as well, repurposing cardboard. Hoarding Amazon boxes is literally a pastime of mine. And we move on to a couch, which is new. Not a fan of this couch. I don't like it. I saw it. It's ugly. I don't like it. I hope we have better swatches. Maybe it'll look good in white. We have a round table, which is a 4x4 tile. Love this. I've been waiting for a simple round table, like a really for a very, very long time, and I absolutely love it. We have this comfiest looking couch on the side. Absolutely in love with this. This will go so well with the Nifty Knitting Pack, where you have a more homey feel, with the items that were selected for that pack. And I love this. I love this couch. I can already see myself using it in so many builds, in so many spaces. The tray is also a new item. It's a clutter item, I'm sure, and I'm again super excited for it, because again it makes it more realistic, because these are the sort of things that people have in their homes. We have the vertical garden in the back, and a new dining table and a new dining chair in the background as well. You can see on the top corner, right next to the chimney, there are two hanging lights. The lamp we already saw when this started, and that's about it. I don't think we have anything new. The jumper's new. The leggings, I believe, are new as well. The Sim is wearing the back, and yeah, I'm super excited about it. I don't know what all we can do with this. Like, if you play it once through, will it get too boring? Like it has. Like, will it lack the depth that Island Living lacked? Or the only pack that I absolutely adore, from all the expansion packs, is definitely Discover University. But again, once you play it once through, you don't really want to do it again. And that is what bothers me about the game, because it is no longer fresh once you've spent 3 days just playing it, and then it just becomes boring and old. And I hope that doesn't happen with this pack, and I hope that all three of these interconnect very well. We also have a game pack that should come out this year. We have the stuffer pack for Nifty Knitting, and then this expansion pack that's coming out. And I hope that all three of them entwine really, really well, and they mesh and form a part of a gameplay that is missing in The Sims. And I understand that we are vying for better graphics, but definitely we need better gameplay to go along with it, because it feels lacking, it feels missing, it feels sometimes like a waste. And I never want this franchise to feel like that, because I absolutely love this franchise. I've loved building in it ever since I got my hands on it, and I absolutely love the gameplay. Some of it, like the Parenthood pack, is one of my absolute favorite packs, and it's an absolute essential pack to have. The Laundry Day pack, again, excellent pack. Things like that is what make this game great, and not just good. And I hope we get that from the Eco Living expansion pack. And that's just my reaction slash review and slash what I'm waiting for it to be. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon, do all those wonderful things downstairs, and hope you guys are doing well wherever you are, and be safe, be kind, and I'll see you guys in the next build. The next build is going to be the Thin House by these James Turner Thin House Challenge. So I already did a speakeasy, and I'm going to do a thin house with the same format. It will be a small house. It's 99 tiles, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'll see you guys then. Bye.